And this is forever my work. And I think, too, there's a way to apologize when I do screw it up, which happens often. And those apologies, well crafted, are critical for keeping us connected. What I've learned through nonviolent communication is an apology there is basically naming the thing that you would do differently if you had the chance to do the whole thing over. So, gosh, if I could do that over again, James, I would say that much more softly, and I would ask you in this way, in this sentence. Every single time I've done that, there's this moment where the gears kind of clunk back into place. You know, one tooth catches the second tooth, catches the third tooth, and then everything feels more regulated. Everything feels better. Why? Because there's a vision, in a way, an experience, sort of a sliding door reality of what could have happened had I done it in a way that he could have heard. And that way of apologizing, I think, is invaluable in partnership. And I do it also with my kid, and also with my friends, and also with colleagues. Like, had I had the chance to do that over again, here's what I would have said.
It softens the whole tone, and taking accountability is such a wonderful, what a gift.
Yeah. And I feel also, too, that there's when I say what I would have done had I had a chance to do it over, my whole chemistry changes. Mm-hmm. And the result of my chemistry changing is that yours can change.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You had a few things that you sort of practice within yourself that I thought would be interesting to bring out, that I felt when you said them the first time, I felt very seen.
I think I take a true interest in you as a person. I find you fascinating. Like I don't know if you know, I kind of study you like an anthropology project. You know, we're so inherently different. I grew up as, just in a lot of chaos, and Elena grew up in a very structured environment that she created herself. And for some reason, God or whoever decided it was a good idea to put us together. But we are very, very different. And rather than me thinking I'm right or, I enjoy living a certain way, instead I look at you and try and learn. There's so many great lessons in just the way that you live, the way you arrange things, your altars, the way you talk to friends on the phone. There's just such an attention to detail that I'm sort of forever fascinated in you as a person and how you navigate the world. And I find there to be a tremendous number of lessons within that.
Yeah. And I also, when I'm at my best, really, I also am creating the chance for me to understand you more and to ask questions more, so that I don't presume that you and I are on the same page in any conversation, because we're never on the same page. It's so rare that we get there. When we get there, it's usually over some old Japanese film or some art that you're introducing me to, because of the very big chasm between the ways in which we were raised. So I have to ask a lot of questions. And if you're in my position in your partnership, and you have a partner who suffered a lot as a kid, one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself and your partner is to ask another question rather than presume some sort of shared ground. I find that to be so helpful to my system.
And also really like celebrating. I really do celebrate our differences. I was the kid who grew up on the beach, and I didn't bring a towel. I would just roll around in the sand and be a chicken cutlet. And Elena grew up in a room that had, little figurines. So it's a very bull in a china shop.